Good morning. It's July 15th. It is a Wednesday, and I have a very attentive puppy at my feet waiting for his delicious breakfast. Today it is a little chillier in Ottawa, which I actually kind of enjoy. It's in the teens, means I get to wear a sweater even though it's sunny outside. I've always enjoyed fall. It's my favorite season, so any morning that is crisp and of this sort of crispness and temperature, and it just makes me feel really, really happy. And so I'm gonna go out for a nice walk with the dog, and before that though, I'm gonna make my morning coffee smoothie.
Here's how I want to do it.
So this is a kind of a neat little thing, actually. This is something that I purchased at a store it's a ring holder, so it's magnetic. You put your thing on here, it holds your ring, it doesn't get lost. It's got a suction cup so you can stick it on the wall. Anyway, what are these red things? So these are from milk containers, and you know, they're like sort of like the security ring, right? So that you know if it's been tampered with. The reason why I have so many is I read a long time ago, or watched a video on YouTube where people said these were a great way to keep your socks together. When you'd put socks in the laundry, you would take two socks, fold the top end, put this on somehow like this, I guess, and this would keep the socks together in the washing machine, so that you would, and also in the hamper, so you would always make sure that whenever you were cleaning any of your socks, that they would stay together as a pair, so you wouldn't end up like I have with this laundry basket with a single extra sock and not any clue where the mate was, even though I feel every time I do laundry, I put that extra mate in a special place. That special place seems to be different every time because I lose socks every wash. What I did is I finally, about maybe a month ago, I finally did my first load, and I did all of the socks with these on them. When I came back to the washing machine, all of these were in the bottom of the washing machine, or most of them were in the bottom of the washing machine, and the socks were separate, so it didn't really work at all. Long story short, does not work, or at least does not work for me. If you have a different way that this works for you, comments down below. And this is where I put my keys, my wallet, my phone sometimes, so that every morning when I get up, I just throw all these things in my pocket or my belt or my waist or my wrist, and I'm ready to go. The guy in a Penske van, it's like an off-lease, it was a Penske van, it's been painted over, and he had a sort of setup in the back with tools, so he could make various things, I guess, in the van for himself. What I found neat about the van though was the entire top roof of the inside of the van was actually a huge kind of skylight. Not a skylight where you could see through, but a skylight, maybe a fiberglass shell to let the light through. So that would be great for a stealth van, especially if you even kept Penske on it, to be honest with you. That would be a great stealth camper, because you'll still be able to see the light through the top during the day, but keep it closed and keep the heat in. You'd also find as well that you would be able to, you'd need some sort of a thing to pull over it at night, so that if you had lights on in the van, light wouldn't be shining out of the top like it was some sort of a crazy, you know, and any police or anyone who wanted to come by and give you a ticket, they would quickly, easily see that you were sleeping in your car. So you'd have to figure out some way to block it, because that's one of the important things about stealth camping or stealth living in a van: sound and light.
So one of the things I want to test today a little bit, you might have noticed in some of the other video that I've been taking today that I've been wearing the remote wrist monitor. I had some major issues with battery life in the past in regards to using it. I'm going to try recording about 80% of my footage without it, and then 20% of my footage when I can use it to help myself set up shots and to remotely trigger it so that I can take shots with people being less aware that there's filming going on, and then turning off the display and using just the camera on its own, just to see how the battery works in that fashion and see if I can get through a whole day for once. It's gorgeous today. Such a beautiful sunny day. So a couple years ago I decided that I wanted to lose a bunch of weight, and I did the paleo lifestyle. And one of the ways that I lost a lot of weight was by eating a chicken breast every day and a little bit of salad. It's pretty filling. They're only about $3.50, and you save a whole bunch of money on buying a whole bunch of other foods. So if you're looking at a way to have a pretty healthy lunch and not spend too much money, under $5, and you can get yourself a whack of protein. What's going on, man? Not too much. How are you? Yeah, doing that thing. It's lunchtime. I'm sitting in the grounds of an old church in Vanier, which is sort of the French Quarter of near the area that I grew up in. Excuse my hiccups. The church is actually quite beautiful. Oh, you'll see that this church is actually being sold, and it's going to be it's being purchased by a company that makes condominiums. So I'm really curious to see what part of the church they keep and how they build different parts into some condos. It will be a beautiful, beautiful affair. They'll probably end up building parking in the area that I'm sitting in now, because the piece of land is actually quite large. I'm gonna head after this to Bridgehead to get myself another iced tea and maybe get some work done on my laptop. So that was not the most enjoyable place to have a picnic. I realized after about 5 or 6 minutes that my legs were crawling with tiny ants. Heading to Capital Drinks, which is a networking event in the market. I'm stylishly late. I'm going to walk there. It's one of the benefits of living so close to downtown. And there'll be a ton of cool people there. I'm going to try and take some cool shots while I'm there as well, and maybe some time-lapse. Some of it might get into the vlog, but I'm also probably going to try and shoot them a little bit of a advertising video that they can maybe use for other events. So maybe that'll work out well for me as an added business venture.